Hi, Tamara here. Welcome back for session 5 of our mini retreat series, Unraveling the Holiday Blues. This time, we're going to talk about gathering, something we have so taken for granted that many of us have gone through the same motions for years and called it tradition or we've always done it this way. Sometimes this has been a way that expectations have gotten set for us, which then become a set of hoops that we jump through year after year after year. Well, COVID has put a halt to that taken for grantedness, and that both sucks and presents an opportunity. Priya Parker, who's written a book about how to be together apart, has some great insights about this in her book, The Art of Gathering. Out of decades of conflict consultation and bringing people together, she addresses some practical questions that we're facing right now. Do we postpone? Do we cancel? Do we go online? And this pause for reflection is giving us a chance to consider, can we shift our focus to our deepest values and our deepest loves? And consider, why are we doing this? What need are we meeting? What can we offer in the face of that need? The fact is, you and I will probably not be able to gather this season in the same old way. What if, in addition to feeling our grief about that, we find the opportunity hidden in the pain? One opportunity is to really think about our purpose for gathering. Is it because we always have? Or because we love something in particular? A spiritual tradition, music, stories, books, food. And can we find a way to share that differently? Is our main purpose to connect? And in this time of deep loneliness, how can we connect around what we value the most? And how can we honor both the connection and the value? Here's some questions that Priya offers us. She suggests that we ask ourselves, what is the desired outcome? Who is this gathering for, primarily? If everything went well, how would the guests or participants be different because of this gathering? How do you want people to feel when they walk away? If you're having a virtual gathering that's replacing an in-person one, has the purpose changed? Is it the same that was originally intended? Or has the need changed? What's the role of the host? What's the role of the guests? I think, too, it would be helpful to think about that gap that we talked about between expectations and meaningfulness. How can your gathering help close that gap? How can you offer a shared experience that would help you and your friends or family a chance to soak in joy? And how can you set expectations reasonably for your gathering? If there are important relationships in your life with people who you haven't been able to see for a while because of COVID or other reasons, how can you honor those relationships? Maybe it's with parents or grandparents. How can you create something special out of these unique constraints? Like maybe having a storytelling Zoom call that you record so that other family members could enjoy it later. Your children or grandchildren might be deeply grateful someday. Rather than a guided meditation this session, I'm going to invite you to take some time with these questions that Priya offers us so that you can think about the gatherings that lie ahead for you. I think the folks who gather with you will be glad you did. And you'll get to enjoy the gathering twice. one, in the first place, by a more meaningful process of planning it, and two, hopefully, in the actual enjoyment of it. So I'll go back over these questions briefly again so that you can write them down if you need to. What's the desired outcome? Who's the gathering for? If everything went well, how might the guests be different because of the gathering? How do you want people to feel when they walk away? If you're replacing an in-person gathering with a virtual gathering, has the purpose changed? And what's the role of the host and the role of the guests? This is the end of our 5th session. You can go ahead and play through the last session if you like, or save it for later. And congratulations, you're another step closer to easing the holiday blues, because you took a minute to reimagine how it is to gather, your purposes, the relationships you want to honor. Well done. I'll see you next time.